wrecked my fucking boat, you goon!
Rec league, I ain't paying a ball. Y'all be string like a broke guitar. And he still put it down like the family dog. Yeah, I murder some, murder one. Explain it all, Ferguson. We ain't gotta sing the same old love song. Cut a white girl with the same black gloves on. Yeah, what you saying to it? Old money look, new money don't do it. Make a turn around and they laying like a UN. I'm only looking back if I'm looking at a booty. What's the rationale? They want to smoke niggas when they black them out, so we acted out. Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm face on Tuesday. Can I have some? Hashtag be like, put a plus 18 on the E-right. I said what I felt, no be-right. Nah, they can't hold me. Dreams lie, drop something. I double dare you, I mark some. As I scorch winners, I burn artists. Gut niggas, so Kurt Bonner. Bonner got a crush on. I gotta wait in line for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got a rhyme with that. Too true like 2 chains. Blue blood like you both gangs.
And then you sit down and you write Dale and Brennan a check for $10,000. Or I'm gonna shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces shit.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see it through. Alright, 6 figures for the win. No chance, you catch me down bad. P90, aim straight for your head. Calling on my bitch, and she know she at the top of the list. And she put up with her friends, so I tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah. She keep on saying that she never had a nigga like this. Shake it up, still the realest nigga in the mix. Why they always acting like a nigga ain't shit? Talk slick, then we empty out the clip. 6 figures for the whip, bitch. You ain't gon' tell me shit. Shit stuck to my body, I'm the dog, she the tick. Tell the god pussy, this ain't no motherfucking facade. My niggas comfy at the top, we ain't never took a loss. Demon girls, land chain fangs, got an OnlyFans. Fucking on a succubus, I feel like I'm devil man. Bloody when I'm up in there, harness with a pentagram. How you get a black hole independent, it was in the plan. She's fucked, yeah, same, that's my bitch. I'm corpse, got it tatted in my skin. Autopilot with black matted with the tank. Got a sucking on my dick when we bump trips. Till you throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah.
It's true, Dr. Doback.
You caught us at actually a great.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see it through. Alright, 6 figures for the win. No chance, you catch me down bad. P90, aim straight for your head. Calling on my bitch, and she know she at the top of the list. And she put up with her friends, so I tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah. She keep on saying that she never had a nigga like this. Shake it up, still the realest nigga in the mix. Why they always acting like a nigga ain't shit? Talk slick, then we empty out the clip. 6 figures for the whip, bitch. You ain't gon' tell me shit. Shit stuck to my body, I'm the dog, she the tick. Tell the god pussy, this ain't no motherfucking facade. My niggas comfy at the top, we ain't never took a loss. Demon girls, land chain fangs, got an OnlyFans. Fucking on a succubus, I feel like I'm devil man. Bloody when I'm up in there, harness with a pentagram. How you get a black hole independent, it was in the plan. She's fucked, yeah, same, that's my bitch. I'm corpse, got it tatted in my skin. Autopilot with black matted with the tank. Got a sucking on my dick when we bump trips. Till you throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah.
All right. All right. I apologize for the previous stream being interrupted. Had to jump on Rich's stream. I wanted to continue where we left off, really. So I apologize to the people that I had to go and do a different stream. you know, talking about quantum and everything like that it's important to get all the information correct, and, you know, making sure that the whole story was told during that time frame. So I'm very happy to Rich to allow me to be on tomorrow. Gara and Minxie will also be on there as well, so make sure you guys check that out. We've already set up the group chat and everything, so that is going to be going live tomorrow. So make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to this channel. We're actually close to 3,000. If we do 3,000, I'm not sure what kind of stream I'm going to do. We'll probably bring it to Twitch or something like that, so I don't feel weird doing like kind of like a reaction night or some bullshit like that. I hate reaction content, but whatever. So let's get it started. All right, how everybody doing tonight? Thank you guys again for the massive support that you brought over to Rich's channel. It was really cool of everyone being there. I know I know nobody expected me to be live again after Rich's stream, but I don't like leaving my fucking business unfinished. I don't like it. It starts to niggle at my brain in ways that I can't imagine. It's something that really digs deep inside me where I can't sleep if I don't finish something. So what I'm doing is a part 2 to the original stream about Def Noodles' Meltdown. Now, you're seeing from the title of this video that something happened at the end of our stream that I wasn't prepared for. And Bruce, again, I'm going to be upfront with you. I apologize for cutting you off so quickly. Jessica Pizzle did send me that layout for how she's going to get into Def Noodles thing, which is so fucking funny. So I appreciate everyone to come back and watch this. So H3H3 is somebody who I've respected for a very long time. A very long time. An exceedingly a long amount of time that nobody really knows. I used to be a huge H3 fan. But his content, his attitude, the podcast, the way that he's been treating everybody, the community that helped him get to where he is, he's going down a path that is not, I can't follow. And I thought about that during the H3 Keemstar nuke situation, the content nuke. That's where I kind of threw my hands up and I said I don't want to watch H3 anymore, and I don't support him. I'm still subscribed to his channels and everything like that, but, you know, like, it's mostly for updates on stupid shit stupid shit that's happened, or for my own research purposes of drama related content. But H3 has been somebody I've been avoiding for a long time to talk about on this channel, because the subreddit incredibly toxic. H3 doesn't handle criticism very well, even though he used to levy it at people and used to be the guy, used to be what criticism and commentary channels wanted to be, like reaction criticism commentary channels. And like Soru stated, he's been going in a bit of a downward spiral, and it sucks, you know. Like you look at somebody that you've looked up to for a very long time, and they're not understanding why people are mad at them, or not understanding why people may have an issue with stances that they've taken or things that they've said. It's just how it is. So I want to go over how Ethan has basically been ignoring the Def Noodles situation. Now, is Ethan responsible for Def Noodles? If he asked me at gunpoint, I would say no, but he's responsible to a degree where he platformed him and basically ignored a lot of the pretty heinous things that he's done over the years in regard to, like, the James Charles situation, the Grady Hooper stuff, and just his attitude overall. So, you know, H3, because in my opinion, because Def Noodles was going up against Keemstar, and H3 has a problem with Keemstar. Keemstar has a problem with H3. He goes, who can I turn to in this? Because the commentary channels don't want to take my side. Let me bring Def Noodles into the fold. And I don't think it was a good idea for Ethan to do that. If anything, I feel bad. This is going to sound weird coming from me who's criticizing him. But bringing Def Noodles on as a creator that you collab with and work with and platform, Ethan, wasn't your best move. The Britbong thing was way worse. Bringing Britbong on, everyone kept telling you not to do that, and you just ignored everyone's pleads of like, hey, this guy is a serial doxer, harasser, swatter. He's an asshole. He's been doing this for years. You need to avoid him, and he just refused to listen. So when it comes to H3 platforming the wrong kind of people, he never really admits fault with that stuff. There's a lot of things I could say about Hassan as well, but to be real, this isn't a Hassan stream. I don't have enough time in my fucking life to go over Hassan at the current moment, nor H3. So my criticism is going to be levied, and my points are going to be levied against H3's response to the situation going on with Def Noodles for the pretty much month now almost, of just unhinged tweets, the Twitter space situations, the fake apology videos, the attitude that he's been presenting himself online with. I'm going to go over that, and I want to hear Ethan out on this a lot more.
Fuck your mom.
And that's why I don't read the chat. People really want me to talk about Def Noodles. I just don't really know how to touch that topic, so I'm just avoiding it. That's just the honest.
Ethan, you can't avoid this kind of topic. You say that he's a friend of yours. You say that you support his content. You've worked with him in the past. People, the only reason that he has a major channel is because of the situation involving Keemstar and you, in my opinion. Dennis is really kind of like up there with that because of that situation. And he has no other really credible situations going for him. And it's not even really credible because he kept doing random bullshit. On top of that, lied about his age, called Keemstar an old man for reporting on drama, which Def Noodles does the same fucking thing, and he's only a few years younger than Keem. So this is where my criticism is levied towards you, Ethan. There's a lot of things that you should say, but you won't say it because that means you have to admit fault. You have to admit that Keemstar and all the commentary channels were right about him while you continued to platform him. That's my issue here.
Answer there. You know, he seems to be, I don't know how to say it. It just seems like some people got the best of him.
Ethan, like I said in the stream before this towards the end, nobody got the best of him. Nobody baited him. Nobody did anything to him. The only times, again, that he's ever been realistically baited is during the time frame of Kavos calling him a douchebag, which was inadvertent. Kavos was just like, this guy kind of feels like a douchebag to me. And then there's the other instance where Keemstar made that joke tweet about him that Def Noodles decided to sue Keemstar on, and that you supported. So the thing is that he wasn't baited in any other context. Him clipping Augie and clipping Nicholas Diorio and then calling John Swan a member of the alt-right, getting the James Charles allegations wrong, that's not baiting. That's him literally fucking up. You have to admit that he's fucking up.
You know,
admit
I
that.
wish he wouldn't get baited so frequently into...
It's not baited, Ethan.
Doing stuff that people can, use against him.
This is a non-argument that you're using. This is literally you deflecting for him. He's not being baited. This is how he's been acting for years, like actual years. And you ignoring that is the problem. And now that he's gone mask off and he's starting to turn around and talk mad shit and starting to, the veil of his character is showing through that mask, and all of his subscribers are noticing the situation with Papa Gut, both the debate he had with Papa Gut and the Twitter situation with Papa Gut has rolled into everyone and all of his fans and your fans noticing that he is not a good fucking person. You're dancing around it. You need to stop dancing around the actual situation here.
I don't know. The thing is, I like Dennis. He was a homie, we talk.
But the thing is that if you like a guy and you're a friend with a guy and you hold back actual criticism that you have or constructive criticism for him, you're only letting him dig his hole deeper. You need to help him versus just turning around and saying, I don't really know how to comment on this. I don't want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's just baiting him. I wish he didn't do things that, got people to bait him. It just doesn't make sense. he's not being baited at all. This is all his own actions. For the past couple of years, this has been his actions from start to finish, Ethan.
We did the Steamies together.
Which, to be real, bro, if I'm going to be honest with you, Ethan, that was so awful. The chemistry between you and him was just not good. And that's not me as, like, a detractor of Dennis or, like, somebody who used to watch your content. Like, when I watched the Streamy Awards with you, like, when I watched that content with you, it was so awkward. Everything about it was awkward start to finish, Ethan. And that you need to understand that point. Is that your chemistry with Def Noodles is not good because Def Noodles is not somebody that can have chemistry with anyone on the platform.
Obviously, there's stuff that he's said and done on social media that's like way too far, even for me.
Which is good that you acknowledge that. I'm glad that you acknowledge that. I wish you acknowledged that a long time ago when everyone was warning you not to fucking partner with this guy or associate with him. That's the problem that we're facing here, Ethan. And now you're getting heat for it, and all of your fans are like, foot soldiers, we have to disavow Dennis and all this shit. The problem is, Ethan, is that you let it go too far. You let it go too far. And you didn't rein your guy in. And I know he's not a part of your news team or your podcast team or anything, but he's a friend, right? Wouldn't you want to rein in a friend that's going off the deep end? Like, why haven't you done that? And if you have done that, I'm sorry for assuming that you didn't. But the way that you're answering this situation shows that you haven't done that, at least from the outside perspective.
But he's my friend, so I'm not gonna like. Yo, is my hairline receding?
Ethan, Ethan.
No, it's not.
God damn.
Why is it so high? You were quick with that note.
Maybe because
why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Whole arc of you being a good guy now. Maybe it's
I'm
making
losing
your
my hair.
recede.
Yo, does that look like a receding hairline or not?
Also, this whole good guy shtick that they just said, oh, it's because you're a good guy. H3's done a lot of things that haven't been good these past few years, realistically at all. And that's coming from somebody who used to be a really big fan of his at the time. Like, dude, he's really fucking up a lot of shit. He's fucking up a lot of shit. He's making unnecessary fuck-ups. The situation, all the situations that have led from the beginning of the podcast all the way up to now has just been one major conglomerate fuck-up. And Ethan is now perceived not as the good guy. He is now what Keemstar used to be in 2016 almost. Saying wild shit, doing wild shit. People criticize him. He doesn't handle the criticism well, and he deflects. That's the problem, Ethan, is that you're becoming the thing that you hate the most from 2016. For like the old school Axis of Evil Keemstar days, you are becoming that without even noticing it. Like, you got to evolve. You got to self-reflect here a little bit, man. Like, I'm being nice to you. I'm not going to be nice to Dennis, but with you, man, I have a lot of criticisms levied against you, but I still think that you can maybe be, I think that's just the old fan in me that makes me think you can be redeemed, but I know better. I know better that that's just not going to happen.
Lighting.
It's the lighting. Yeah, Love says, you're the man, bro. You get a promotion. You're the
Thank you.
You're the new producer.
I don't need it.
Why does this guy look like he doesn't want to be here? I just can't tell. Is he just high as fuck, or like is he actually just bored out of his fucking mind? I can't tell.
Let me see this side. What?
Bro, you have a full head of hair. You're not going bald. Quit trying to derail the conversation for Dennis.
That side looks okay, right?
Yeah.
You gotta start talking.
I don't
some
think
more
you're
shit
actively
quick.
doing it
You're
on
just
purpose,
flexing
but
what
I
you're doing right
genuinely
now.
believe that this is an annoyance.
I don't know. I saw this and I stopped dead in my tracks.
Ethan, you need to answer the questions here. You need to answer what the fans want and people outside of this. This is the problem that we're facing here. I understand that you're having fun, but this is a serious fucking situation that's going on, and that your friend is fucking up really goddamn hard here.
I was like, yo, that looks a little receded.
Have I lost one hair? Meanwhile, all of us are just receding centimeters every year.
Wait, are you
cares?
receding, Love? I didn't wear
Who
where.
cares?
I have a little bit of widow's peak, but not too crazy. Not too crazy.
I wish the
Timestamp
best
says
for you, buddy.
2:55:10, so we're gonna have to go.
Well,
through
and
this.
to close it, that we should make Hassan a friendship bracelet, and then
Who fucking cares, dude? You need to talk about the Dennis situation. You are ignoring it on purpose because he's a friend of mine. That's not good. That means that you're allowing him to continue to act this way and act like he has been without calling him out, which is a problem. You don't need to be as super hypercritical as the rest of us, but you at least need to hold him accountable. Be like, dude, what are you doing? Everything that you've been doing these past few years is out of control. You need to stop. Like, I'm not saying that you're responsible for him. Again, I'm not saying that you're responsible for him. But as a friend, wouldn't you want to give your friend constructive criticism if they're fucking up? I constantly get constructive criticism from Gara, Minxie, other channels. I love that constructive criticism. It helps me make sure I'm based on track and that I'm held accountable if I fuck something up. I love that about my friends. I love that about the people that I'm making content with and about. I love that I use my co-host holds me accountable with these things, but you don't. And this is the problem. You need to hold Dennis accountable as a friend. You don't need to do it publicly, but maybe privately. I don't know if you're doing that or not. But from the way that he's acting, you aren't doing that. Or at least we can't see it, or maybe he's not listening to you. Pretty idiot. Friends can criticize each other's actions. It's how people grow. And it's how you learn who should and shouldn't be your friend. Exactly. That's the situation that I'm seeing here, is that Ethan considers Def Noodles a friend, but the problem is that he's not doing anything to stop him or to criticize him or to help him, even if it's publicly or privately. Again, I cannot speculate if Ethan has reached out to him privately. I can't say that, and I'm not going to say that. What I am going to say is that you think Dennis would listen to you more than anyone else in regard to how his public image is not looking great right now. And it's actually getting worse by the day.
Done.
maybe we could be three-way besties. So Jeff, Hassan, Ethan.
Do you know what colors yours and Hassan's friendship is?
I don't give a fuck about the
I would
friendship
say
bracelets, please.
Pink and white.
Why
Pink
the
and
fuck am I
white?
listening
Got
to
it.
this? You brought up Def Noodles for
I
2
say you just
seconds.
get one
Keep
that says
talking
Jeff
about
loves
it.
Ethan. See what he
Yeah, I'll put a tracking device in that bracelet, though, obviously. I'll know if he ever goes there again.
Ethan, please.
Yeah, but about the Def Noodles thing.
What do you got?
I don't know. I just wish he wouldn't get baited. That's all I have to say, really.
Ethan, he's not getting baited. He's not getting baited. This is all his actions, his decisions, his situation that he's put himself in. Nobody has baited him. Papa Gut didn't bait him. He got pissed off during a fucking debate and yelled at Papa Gut. Once somebody in Twitter said, hey, Papa Gut owns you, Dennis. Dennis decides to go on a multi-tweet spree to call Papa Gut, in quotations, jokingly a pedophile. Then proceeds to start arguing with people on Twitter, has a Twitter space, gets called out by multiple people for the way he's been acting for years. And this is what you call baiting? No, it's not baiting. I know you probably see it that way because you don't like any of the commentary community that have gone against you and have like supported Keemstar or other channels or saying that Leafy's ban was unjustified and everything. But you're ignoring those facts because you don't want to admit that Dennis is a liability for you. The more you associate with Dennis, the more things are going to get tough. Like the situation involving the cancellation with the phone call that you had with the gay individual. That was signal boosted by Dennis almost and made worse. The conversation was actually lost in translation even more because of him. The fact that he's called Rich Lux a member of a pipeline to the alt-right with Keemstar. The fact that he called John Swan a member of the alt-right. Said that Augie flirts with fascism. All of these crazy things, and you say that's baiting? He's the one making these forms of allegations and quote-unquote baiting these people. Nobody would talk about Dennis if he just took accountability for his actions and didn't hide it behind the guise of, oh, it's satire. oh, it's a joke, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. That's not what's happening here, Ethan. Nobody's baiting him. Stop saying that you're baiting him, that he's getting baited. You are misrepresenting the situation over the past few weeks. I don't know if intentionally or unintentionally, but you need to know that.
I don't know if he's going through stuff. I don't know what, but sometimes the internet gets the best of you. I've been there before, and I know how it feels. It's horrible. It feels horrible. So I definitely don't want to dogpile up on him.
This is the thing about people that say it's dogpiling. When there's valid criticism to be levied against somebody, and there's a lot of criticism, there's so much evidence of criticism. When somebody turns around and says, oh, you're dogpiling, that makes no fucking sense. Zero. Especially when there is a history of him doing these things leading up to now, where he's never taken accountability, never apologized and meant it. He has gone through this entire time just building up this channel that has just gotten away with saying and doing crazy shit. And now it's reached the point. Thank you for the subscriptions, by the way, Jordan and Chevy Racer. I appreciate that. It's gotten to the point where it's not sustainable anymore for him. He's been called out so much. It's not the internet. Also, thank you, Elite Mar Machine, for the follow on Twitch. This isn't a situation that is like this isn't baiting. This isn't the internet dogpiling. This is literally everybody who has a gripe and who has a legitimate gripe, not just saying wild shit about him. These are actual criticisms levied against him that he refuses to acknowledge. So it's not dogpiling. If it was dogpiling, we would just be saying the most random shit about him. But everyone still sticks to the same talking points that they've talked about for years with him because he's never held himself accountable. That's the problem, Ethan. It's not dogpiling if somebody never, ever, ever admits that they were wrong. If you admit that you're wrong and learn from it and don't repeat the mistake again, and you learn from it, then it's not dogpiling. Dogpiling is when you continuously keep going after this person, even though that they've already apologized and learned from that situation. That's the difference, Ethan. That's the difference, Dennis. Nobody's dogpiling you, you pussy, Dennis. I'm not being nice to you. You, on the other hand, have done this constantly, and this needs to stop with you. You need to hold yourself accountable and actually deal with it, instead of hiding behind these bullshit apology videos. Because everyone can see through it. Everybody can see through it, start to finish with you. That's the problem that we're all facing here with you, Dennis. Like, it doesn't matter. You're being criticized. Learn from the criticism. Stop doubling down. Stop tripling down. Stop quadrupling down. Take the fucking criticism and learn. Stop hiding behind the veil of satire and comedy, because nobody, not even real fucking comedians, understand what the fuck you're doing. You need to understand that, Dennis. You really do. And that's how I perceive you, as somebody who will never learn from the criticism. He will never hold himself accountable. It was obvious during the James Charles TikTok thing that he's never ever going to hold himself accountable. Especially that debate with Augie. He's never going to hold himself accountable. Especially when he called Nick a potential member of the alt-right. He will never hold himself accountable or apologize to these people. That's the problem. Katie with a $4.99 super chat. Hello, my favorite cop. Can't wait for the stream tomorrow with Rich, Minxie, and Gara. It's going to be epic. You're going to blow up. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. It was really cool of Rich bringing me on. I'm really trying to move past the quantum thing, but there was a lot of information I just wanted to make sure was staying on track. Gara and Minxie feel the same, so bringing up Gara and Minxie onto that stream is going to be the best option, so that the three, in my opinion, the three main channels that are still covering quantum outside of Frit and a few others, at least have their voice on a larger platform that that wants to listen and hear us out. So again, thank you, Rich, and thank you, Katie, for the super chat. I genuinely appreciate it.
But I just hope that, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? He lets the internet get the best of him. What was that? I wasn't looking.
The internet didn't get the best of him. He has yet to hold himself accountable in any aspect. He deleted those tweets because the banshees that were yelling at him told him to delete the tweets. He literally was verbally assaulted by a bunch of fucking people in a Twitter live space. I don't think he was expecting the amount of people that were going to fucking come at him. And he didn't handle it well. If anything, he made it worse for himself. And you saying that, oh, the internet got one on him and he's blah, 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 blah. You are literally just deflecting for him. If you ran a Twitter space, Ethan, I would hope that you would actually listen to the people that are criticizing you and take it to heart versus what Def Noodles did and had a bunch of banshees that were just on running defense for him the whole time. And when he was doing something stupid, they did call him out. Like Sage was the MVP of that outside of Smaggle. Smaggle 100% MVP. Smaggle fucked up a senator. Xylee, another MVP. Nick DiOrio, Papa Gut, all MVPs. But Sage held his ass to the fire on a lot of shit. Sure, she was kissing his ass on a lot of shit, but she also called him out on a lot of things that a lot of people wanted to hear. So it wasn't the internet getting one up on him. It was the internet holding him accountable. That was the first time the whole internet had an opportunity to actually talk to the motherfucker. Like with actual words versus videos, Twitter, spaces, essay videos on him. That was an opportunity for so many creators that have always wanted to ask him those questions and to hold him accountable. And it didn't end up being that way. All he did was delete the tweets of Papa Gut crying and say, I know, I'm sorry, I know. But he never meant it. You could tell by the way he was doing it, he didn't fucking mean it. That's the problem with Dennis. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't fucking mean it. Join the live stream involving the Brony. I'm going to be upfront with you guys. The Brony thing's not important. The guy was an idiot, debated him, beat him. That's all that matters. I'm not going to... I don't think it's something to bring up at all, really. I know Minxie has something in the works for that dipshit, but that's really it. I don't think it's a good idea to bring on Rich's stream.
I'd rock it. I'd rock it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Nothing.
What could be worse than what I've already got?
Dude, you have a full head of hair. You fucking ridiculous.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you. I'm growing my hair back, people. Yeah, Def said, well, people keep...
Come on, what do you
Oh,
got?
yeah, somebody told Def Noodles, he commented that, you're embarrassing H3. I was like, that's stupid. I don't care about that.
You kind of should, in a sense, because you've platformed him. You supported him during the Keemstar situation with his lawsuit. Like, you should want to kind of disavow that. I understand that you're saying you're not held accountable for his actions or nothing, and you shouldn't be. You aren't held accountable for his actions. But at the same time, Ethan, you've platformed this guy. You've given him a voice, a larger creator like yourself that was heavily respected in the community. You should feel a little embarrassed by that. Just a little bit that you're embarrassed that you have an association with this guy, especially with all the things that he's done over the years that he's never apologized for.
He's not embarrassing me. I mean, he's his own man. It's just crazy. He said...
Which I get. He's his own man. I understand, man. But you're his friend, right? Don't you want to help him? Don't you want to stop him from acting this way? That's what I'm looking at here. This is the lens I'm looking at it in. I have a lot of people that I talk to as content creators, right? Like I talk to Tipster, I talk to Willie, I talk to Rich, I talk to Gar, I talk to Minxie. I've talked to Matt Pitt, Internet Unwind, Nerdy John, Flatley, everybody, right? All different creators. Shwani on Twitch. All of these people, if I'm fucking up, or I'm acting out or some crazy shit, I want them to fucking DM me and say, "Hey bro, you're fucking up. Like, hear me out here." You have to do that. We all need to hold each other accountable if we're doing something that's over the top and just fucking ridiculous. And that's what Def Noodles is doing. If he's your friend, Ethan, you'll actually say something publicly and say, "I don't support Dennis. He doesn't represent this channel," because a lot of people associate with him with you. That's the problem that you guys have created for yourselves here, is that you've platformed him. You've given him a voice more than ever because everyone thinks that you back him. Which, in this stream, it kind of seems like you don't. It kind of seems like you're shirking on him a little bit. And you're kind of just shrinking back and being like, "Well, he's his own man. You know, it's not my bag. It's not my bag." But it is, Ethan. You've done a lot of things to platform this guy. I'm not expecting you to change Def Noodles' entire fucking content and hold him at gunpoint accountable, but at least say something of value, Ethan. At least say something of value. Like, say, "I don't condone what Dennis said at all. I know you said that he said a lot of fucked up tweets and everything like that, but you got to stop saying that he's getting baited. He's not getting baited. He's not. And you need to acknowledge that. He's doing this to himself."
It's not. We're not each other's responsibility. That's true, obviously.
Which is true. I agree with you.
But
as a friend, you should help him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that he just stops getting baited and just, makes content. He says it.
Stop repeating he's getting baited. I know that this live stream's already over, and I have no way to change the conversation that happened that was recorded live. But Ethan, just admit it. Just admit that he wasn't baited. He did this all to himself, start to finish. Him acting the way he's been acting for years has finally caught up to him. It's not being baited. He's done this to himself.
It doesn't bother him, but maybe it's true. I mean, I don't know the intimate thoughts he has, but
it does bother him. A good example is how he pulled another Grady Hooper situation and called out a small channel that made valid points against him and the fact that people think he's a journalist, or at least a drama channel that isn't based in satire. You could even see comments and people tweeting being like, "I came to you for the news. I came to you for the news." Ethan, you got to understand what's actually happening here. You can't just say they're baiting him when he's the one doing it to himself.
When I got into that shit, I was miserable. Like, when I was getting baited by the internet and just being angry and trying to, one-up the trolls, trying to own the trolls, whatever.
Calling everybody trolls that has, a genuine issue with you. Yeah, there's going to be trolls, but you're also lumping people in with actual criticism. You're lumping in people with actual criticism to trolls. You're lumping in his fans that are looking at him and saying, "This isn't the Dennis that I know," and I know that's a weird parasocial thing, and parasocial relationships are fucking cringe. But aren't you kind of like somebody that wants to help, make the content that your audience would like, or make the content that you would like, that hopefully your audience would understand, instead of exploding your entire fan base, exploding your entire image all over the place? Why not ease into it versus just going full nuclear strike on changing your content? Am I crazy saying that?
It's fucking miserable, bro. In my experience, it's the worst place to be.
Do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
Yeah, I don't know. But remember, guys, he hasn't done anything to anyone, really. It's just words on the internet, so don't.
He hasn't done anything to anyone. Oh, Ethan, you need to stop. You need to stop playing defense for him like this. Again, the James Charles situation with that fake allegation that was a fucking meme on TikTok that he presented as a real thing. That that's him hurting somebody. Him calling John Swan a member of the alt-right during the Dream situation. Now, I understand that John Swan did lie to Dream, and he lied to the commentary community and everything like that, but calling John Swan a member of the alt-right's pushing it too far. There's the instance that he said Augie and Nick are flirting with fascist ideals. There's the things that he said about Papa Gut. All of these things. He is a habitual person that puts out these tweets veiled in his words satire that are actually dangerous tweets to levy against people. He is hurting people. Him sending hate to Grady Hooper's channel during that time frame. Sure, it grew Grady's channel and everything, and people supported him, but the same thing can be said about the Sailor situation now, where he got pissy at an actual valid criticism video about him with only 15 fucking views. No shade to you, Sailor. But, Ethan, his actions are malicious in some manner. You have to admit that. You can't say he's never done anything to hurt anybody.
I mean, he said some pretty vile things, to be honest, about the, like, kill yourself, the end of a shotgun. I didn't like that.
Okay, at least we can
I don't know why
agree
he
on
pushed
that.
it like that, but just remember, guys, he didn't really do anything, okay, besides tell those horrible jokes.
You're missing the point, Ethan. I understand that you're focusing on the one situation at hand and what's happening right now, but you're also ignoring the fact that he called out a small channel for no reason. You're also ignoring the fact of all the history that has led up to the situation of today. You're ignoring a lot of the history, Ethan. You need to learn that part about him to understand why this got to the point that it's at now. And it's not baiting.
But I'm just saying, let's take a measured breath here. If you think he's cringe or not funny, or you don't like his content, or you think he's going crazy, he didn't do anything, right? He's not a criminal.
That's not the point that we're making, Ethan. Yes, he's unfunny. No fucking shit, he's unfunny. The problem is, Ethan, is that these jokes that he says, he can't tell the difference between what is the character and what is Dennis Faitoza. He'll break stories like the COVID parties or try to break a story about a James Charles allegation and take credit for it like that. This is the problem that we're facing here, Ethan, is that you won't acknowledge that history and you're just looking at this one instance of him saying the loaded shotgun thing. Why aren't you talking about the Papa Gut thing? Why are you only focusing on this thing? There's so many things that led up to this moment that you're ignoring.
So that's the thing that we got to remember when we talk about people on the internet. Someone says, yes, he has. What has he done?
There's the proof right there that Ethan doesn't know jack shit about Def Noodles' entire history.
Except, in your opinion, be cringe. He supported a predator? What does that mean? Oh, he called someone a... Wait, who did he do that to?
I believe it was
Papa Gut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was fucked up. That was fucked up.
And Ethan gets a good chuckle out of that situation where Papa Gut had to relive his wife's trauma. But, you know, like, Ethan just laughs at that. Which, I'm not really surprised.
That's like how it all started.
But I think...
That is not how it started. The entire history, all the way up to him actually doing that. Tipster raid. Oh, fuck. What up, Tipster? Thank you, Tipster, for the raid. Appreciate you, brother. This is the problem with you, Ethan, is that you and your fucking little cronies... Yo, what's good, Tipster raid? Yo, Tipster raid, what's good, brothers? How you doing? I'm going over the Ethan bullshit that he responded about Def Noodles. Thank you for the raid, Tipster. You're such a good man. I appreciate you. He's just rewriting Tipster raid. Yo, Tip, you got a couple of minutes to make fun of Ethan with me? You got a couple of minutes? This is a few minutes. This is a second half of the stream that I was supposed to do before I was on with Rich. Can't stop the tip. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. This is fucking awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I'm surprised that does the raid button actually work, or does this tipster tell everyone to come in here? Oh, God. Oh, let me get back to my point here. They said that the whole reason that this I can't take this seriously when I see Goth Mommy in chat. Thank you, Joshua, for the subscription. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're at 100 concurrent viewers now. That's fucking awesome. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys and girls. We're about to hit 3,000 tonight at this point. This is going to happen. It might happen tonight. It might. It might happen tonight. That would be fucking crazy. That would be absolutely insane. Hitting 3,000 in only a few months of being on YouTube. That'd be fucking wild. Thank you from the tipster raid. I genuinely appreciate it. How do you call in? Is that Nick or Keemstar? Just write K or N. I can't tell if that's Nick. He tried to troll me last time thinking it was Keem. Just write a K or an N and I'll know who it is, and I'll DM you through Xylie's chat to your Discord. Okay? Alright, cool. Give me a minute, Keem. I'll bring you on. I'm going to send you... I'm going to go into Xylie's thing. I'm going to send you... There you are. Alright, I'm going to send you a Discord request. You know, you can unfriend me after. I don't really care. It'll probably just be easier to do it that way. Unless you want to join my Discord. That's entirely up to you, man. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just send you the Discord link. Who gives a fuck? All right, there you go. Give me 1 second, dude. All right. Your Discord blocked the link. Here, I'm just gonna add you as a friend on Friend request failed. What the fuck, Keemstar? How about this, Keem? How about this? Join me in Xylie's Discord, the Mudslingers one, and just go into general with me. I'm there right now. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just meet me in there. It'll be easier, because apparently I can't send you anything. Your Discord won't let me. Also, the fact that you convinced Salvo to move up to this neck of the woods is fucking crazy, bro. I'm gonna have to help this dumb motherfucker house hunt. But, yeah, Keem, you could join me in the Xylie's Mudslingers Discord, because apparently I can't invite you to mine. I don't know why. Let me try. I can't DM you on Twitter either. You don't follow me on Twitter. There he is. I see him. Just hit General, Keem. I'm in there. Let's get it. Let's get this shit rocking and see what happens when Keemstar fucking calls into the stream. It was wild. 2 Buffalo men talking shit. Love to hear it. Just let me know when you're ready, dude. I'm gonna continue on my points until he calls in and interrupts it. This girl does not know the time frame of what actually happened whatsoever. I don't know who this person is on the H3 podcast. I only know so many of them. I know AB, Starkiller, all these people, and Dan. But she is completely wrong. She goes, oh, it all started from when Def Noodles made that one tweet. No. You're fucking up the timeline here, lady. You've been fucking it up this whole time. What happened is that at the time frame that this was happening, you are unaware of the argument that he had with Papa Gut and the screaming match he had with Papa Gut, then the tweet that was from a rando that pissed Dennis off to make the tweet about Papa Gut. So this woman, this lady is wrong as fuck. Wrong as fuck on every account on how that actually started, which I'm pretty sure Keem can fill in the gaps more in depth. Also, Keem, I gotta ask, did Brantley kick Salvo's ass or what? Because I wanted to see a video of that. I saw your Twitter thing, but I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. I'm pretty sure she should have just socked him in the fucking mouth. Oh, fuck me. First I go on Review Tech USA stream. Now I'm doing mine, and fucking Tipster and Keemstar might call in. This is going to be a fucking nightmare. This is a nightmare of a night for me. I'm going to try and fucking send another DM to Keema. He blocks this shit. He's got a bot blocking his shit. There he is. What he sent? What he sent? He hit me up with something. Friend request failed. Okay. Let's just call him. I'm just gonna call him. He won't. Okay. You need to be friends with Keemstar. Send friend. Keemstar, just friend me on Discord. It's not working. just add me back. You can unfriend me after. Keem, what the fuck? Yeah, Tipster, you're in my Discord. You're in the Narcax Discord already. This is becoming fucking scuffed. Yeah, Tipster, you're in there. You're in my second channel's Discord. Keem's gonna like yell at me. I'm gonna get yelled at for how fucking scuffed this is. Okay.
Hello?
Keem? Ah, there he is.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. Just to let Tips.
Yeah, so basically I needed a new link to this show because the other one retired, so I didn't know how to get in here. And I have my stuff set up so nobody can add me or message me, obviously, because if it wasn't, then I'd be spam nonstop.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But yeah.
Hold on. So Tipster,
So
we're in
I actually...
Sorry.
I actually thought you were referring to Savile Pancakes getting banned, which is fucking ridiculous.
No, they were talking about the Papa Gut thing and like how Dennis has kind of devolved into, in my opinion, he's always been this way. He's always been this way. I know you're not allowed to talk about him, obviously, due to the lawsuit, but that's what my focus was. And the Salvo Pancakes thing, and you bringing that up, you do realize that the H3 subreddit's already on your dick about it.
Well, they're constantly been trying to flag me like nonstop. Like there's so many posts. Like my guys, I go, how many posts of them trying to like flag my Twitter and flag all this stuff? And my guys have found like tons of them. All right.
Yeah.
So it's like they're openly admitting that they're taking down people. I just find it very strange that Gideon responded to H3H3. The very next day, he got a strike on YouTube. A video got flagged down,
which I
and
wanted
his
to ask
TikTok
you about. Why the fuck
got completely removed?
Why the fuck was he beefing with H3 in the first place? Like, I have no idea about that situation. All I saw was Gideon got a strike, and it was talking about H3. Was it about the Teddy Fresh thing, or?
Ethan was pulling up this old prank that Gideon did. Gideon basically went to a Best Buy without his shirt, and he got kicked out. And the guy that kicked him out at the Best Buy was kind of rude. So Gideon came back the next day with about 50 fans, and they all took their shirts off and rolled into the Best Buy. And, you know, frickin' Ethan, like, played this clip on stream because, you know, this is what he does, right? He'll take somebody's, like, amazing prank and then, like, twist it with some social justice warrior type of fucking spin on it to make it seem like he's a good guy. And so he's like, you know, this guy's just trying to do his job, and Gideon's in there harassing him. Like, dude, nobody got harassed. It was all in good fun. It was hilarious, right?
Right.
And Gideon responded and said, like, bro, I miss the old H3H3. I go, you don't understand. He goes, I watched you and, like, iDubbbz and, like, all these YouTubers when I was a kid, and you inspired me to be a YouTuber and to do this edgy prank type stuff. Like, that's what you guys used to do. Like, I grew up on you. So Gideon had a great response to that. And the next day, a video of his got taken down for a strike, and his complete TikTok got banned. So you know, and this is coming off the heels of Savo Pancakes exposing Teddy Fresh for allegedly stealing designs, and then his Twitter mysteriously getting taken down over and over again. And we're sitting there saying, like, I bet it's the H3H3 fans. I bet it's H. But, you know, it's conspiracies and, hey, you know, coincidences, whatnot. But then you go to the H3H3 subreddit, and they're literally showing proof that they flagged Savo Pancakes' Twitter to try to get that thread taken down. And Ethan recently lied about that too. He goes, how did Keemstar find this post with 2 likes? Well, because one, it's Savo Pancakes. I know him.
Yeah.
And Savo Pancakes makes videos talking shit about me and my girlfriend and everyone else. He talks shit about everyone. And so I know him, and I seen the fucking post, and I retweeted it. You know, I saw it because I know who Savo Pancakes is.
Right.
And the post didn't have 15 likes. The post was going fucking viral. Like, the post had like 3,000 likes.
Yeah, his original Twitter at the time. Did he tell you how he found out about that? It was with me, Tipster, Xylee, and the rest of them. We were all streaming after we were going over like a bunch of different shit, and Salvo joined in the talk because there was a situation involving another creator and him that we were dealing with at the time. And we were just digging through the subreddit, and Internet Unwind found the screenshot that proved that the H3 subreddit actually flagged them. So
yeah, it's
a nightmare.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? Savo Pancakes, he had a nice little thread going, but that wasn't all of it. You know, people are finding more and more stuff to this day. In fact, if you go on Twitter right now and you search up Teddy Fresh in cool shirts, you're gonna see a tweet from like 2018 or 2019. If you pull that up on stream and people look at that, not only did they fucking, like, it looks like Teddy Fresh stole the design from Cool Shirts. Not only did they do that, they had their model lay in the same exact position. In the Cool Shirts design or whatever, the model promoting the t-shirt is laying down in the grass.
Right.
And that's how they promote it. Teddy Fresh did the same fucking thing. Like, Teddy Fresh came out with a shirt that looked very similar, and they have their model laying in the fucking grass. If that's not, if that's not stealing, I don't know what is.
Yeah, because
I
like,
don't know what the fuck is.
Because I'm a huge fan of anything for views and Max Mofo and anything, and I buy a lot of cool shirts. And I remember when that situation came out, and I thought the same exact thing like everyone else did. And I feel like all of us in this call right now can kind of admit that that definitely is what happened. It looks identical almost to the cool shirts design, almost entirely.
I got the tweet right here. How do I send this?
You can just post it in Xylee's general, and I'll pop it up.
All right, where am I?
Well, while you're doing that, I would like to know, why is there a super secret meeting going on in my goddamn Discord?
I could have got Keem in mind. I could have got Keem in mind for some reason. He has everything blocked.
I'm in nowhere fucking Michigan with no goddamn internet.
Why the fuck are you in Michigan?
I'm in the middle of nowhere. My husband's family's from here.
Michigan.
Yeah, she's on vacay right now.
I know she's on vacay. She's been saying I'm on a list for calling her grandma or something.
So I put the link in there.
I have it right here. I got it pulled up.
Like, what is this? This is insane.
It's identical.
They have the model laying in the grass.
Yeah.
With their eyes closed and a peace sign. Like,
yeah, I remember seeing this one. This is like a direct ripoff. Like,
that's
there's
Scott.
No question about it.
That's Scott, the creator of Cool Shirts. That's literally the guy who makes the shirts, and they just did it this way. It's literally the same design.
No shame.
Zero.
Just blatant ripoff.
Are you guys live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Oh shit! Hi, people. Hi, whoever's out there.
I just got off a Review Tech USA stream, and then I was talking about Def Noodles and how. Have you watched? By the way, I know you don't watch it ever, Keem, unless you have to for research. The most recent H3 video where he talks about the situation with Dennis. He just deflects.
No,
he just deflects so hard.
Dude, Savo Pancakes came over and he was like shocked on how much like I really don't know what is going on in the H, because I don't watch it. I don't care. People tell me about it. I keep hearing from their fans that I'm so obsessed and I'm so obsessed and I'm just reacting because I'm constantly being attacked for this show, but I don't know what's happening on the show. Bro, I have a life. I'm out in the world doing things. That show is like 3 hours long. In order for Ethan Klein to say a fucking sentence, he has to stop or his fucking arteries will fail and take big long breaths, dude. The dead air in that show is insane.
You're not wrong. Just to give you a wrap up, it was 2 hours and 50 minutes in. Somebody sent me the timestamps, and he basically said, well, he's not doing anything that hurt anyone. His tweets haven't done anything that hurt anyone. I don't know what you guys are talking about, that he's this way, and people are dogpiling him, and he, what was the other thing he said? The dogpiling, that, and then he said, he said that the internet got to him. And that's all he said.
Yeah, that's Ethan's nice way of saying, like, I don't want to lose my soldier out here, but he's messing up.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest thing
But
is watching the subreddit kind of like disavow him. Like, we need to cut the cord with this guy because he's making us look bad now.
Mm-hmm.
So, me and Salvo, we did a little test podcast over here. Like, we weren't recording, but we were just like, you know, pretending that we were doing the podcast. And it was the first time I've like had to like forcefully watch this dude's show for longer than like 30 seconds or a minute, you know? And I'm like, and you know, have you noticed on that show how they have like, I don't know, like rabbits and trees and like a jungle in the background?
Yep.
Like it's like extremely realistic. Like, it's so realistic. They even brought mosquitoes in. Don't you see Ethan like every 2 seconds swatting his arm around? Like,
I'm pretty sure they recorded it in like a storage facility or something, if I remember correctly.
no, there's real mosquitoes. If you watch that show, every like 2 seconds, Ethan is like, he's clenching his eyes, shaking his hand. There's got to be bugs all over him.
Yeah, it's either that or the Tourette's.
He has what?
Tourette's.
Yeah, he has Tourette's. That's why he does the twitchy eyebrow shit and whatnot.
Oh, I thought it was mosquitoes.
No, he has
Keemstar.
Tourette's. He's probably doing that because of Tourette's, Keemstar.
Keemstar.
I thought they were filming in the jungle and he was getting bit up. It's like he's slapping his arm around. He's like clenching his eye and shit. I didn't know he had Tourette's.
Yeah, he has
Well,
Tourette's.
Jesus, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
that's why he'll do certain faces, and every now and then you'll hear him grunt a little bit. It's because he has Tourette's. Yeah.
I want a medical expert in there because I'm pretty sure it's mosquitoes.
He literally has Tourette's.
I was gonna send him some off, you know, to get the mosquitoes away. Maybe some salmonella candles.
God, Keemstar, Lord have mercy. I knew I shouldn't have joined this call.
You didn't hear I heard buzzing and stuff. Like, are you sure it's not mosquitoes?
No, it's not mosquitoes.
It's
He
not
has
mosquitoes.
Tourette's. Jesus Christ, Keemstar.
I knew he had those twitches. He had like twitches like in 2017, and you'd see him every once in a while. But now it's like over the top. Like
that was the Tourette's, Keemstar.
Why weren't you this funny
is
during the
swatting
fireball?
at something.
Come on, Keem. Where was this energy during the fireball when you lost to Michael Alberto?
Damn, that was bullshit,
That
dude.
guy.
How did Michael Alberto beat you, dude?
That was a bunch of
How
bullshit.
did I lose
dude.
against Doc? Because of Michael Alberto.
Jeez.
I blame Nick.
Yeah, you got robbed.
I
You
blame
got
Nick.
robbed,
I blame Nick.
Riley.
I blame Nick entirely.
I see the chat. The chat is saying it's horse flies. I believe it is horse flies. 'Cause those
Oh! Don't start down that path, bro.
horse flies.
Don't get yourself in
It's
trouble with
actually
YouTube
Bruce
again,
Allen.
Keem.
Keem, be careful.
How am I getting
Keem.
in trouble with YouTube?
Didn't they tell you to stop with like the horse memes with Gila or whatever?
Oh no, they said stop arguing in general
I-
publicly.
Oh
Why-
yeah,
why-
that's right.
Why would you connect me tweeting pictures of horses at Ethan Klein to his wife? Like,
I mean,
where's the
I
connection?
didn't, but
they
that's
did.
the connection he made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exact. There you go. There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
accusing you of anything, Keem. We
Oh,
we
no,
know.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
No, we know. We we know.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy when you talk to some of these T channels and they're like, "Well, you were calling Gila a whore." I'm like, "Prove it." They can't. They're just dumbfounded. They don't know what to do.
Yeah,
They're
no.
just dumb.
They don't know how to handle you. They don't know how to handle you.
Maybe maybe you're getting your source of information from one person, Ethan Klein.
Yeah, maybe.
True.
I don't know what is up with the T channels just surrounding themselves around him. Like it's like some kind of weird little like occult thing where anything that Ethan does, they're like, oh well, you know, he didn't really mean it. And I'm like, oh my god, please.
That's because he pandered for so long because their audiences were the same.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's just.
Well, it's what's left of the T channels anyway. Most of them, they either like fucking bowed out from the internet or like they like left the T channel community and like they saw the light. People like Paige Christie and like Truth Loop, they're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is I actually got a comment when I was going over the Genevieve Simmons things where they were saying that, you know, Tipster was doing this and Willie Mack was doing this and Keemstar is a horrible person. This one channel. Someone left me a comment and said Paige Christie's a piece of shit. She uses the race card all the time, and I was like, she hasn't done that in forever. So like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what you're on right now.
Because people hold on to old grudges, and I can
Right.
tell you now from coming from that community, people from that community, especially like the subs and the viewers, they hold on to grudges.
Did Keem just dip out?
Yep,
Yeah,
Keem
he
did that.
does that.
Keemstar, thank you for coming by to basically just shit on this whole situation. I wasn't expecting Keemstar to pop in. Thank you, Keemstar. Invite me to.
Yeah, he asked to call into my show,
Yeah.
but I'm like, dude, I'm literally wrapping it up, and then so he came into your chat.
That's nice of Keemstar to come in. Keemstar, I live out here, and I'm gonna help Salvo find a fucking house because he's asking me where to check places to live in Buffalo. I want to go ATVing. I haven't been ATVing since I was 14, motherfucker. If I hit 3K subs in 2 more days.
Salvo's really moving out there?
Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
No. If he's going to do the podcast, they were already talking about that's what he would have to do.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Well, good for him.
I'm very excited to have another creator in the fucking Arctic. I think Willie Mack said it best when we were all in a group chat. He just goes, why the fuck is everyone moving to Buffalo? I hope Canada invades and kills you all.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty damn close to Canada right now. It looks like I might be moving here next year.
What, Canada?
No, close to Canada.
Oh, Michigan. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're actually like pretty close to Canada where I'm at.
Yeah, true. That is Michigan. This whole situation with Dennis, I was literally just going over H3's response, and it's so fucking terrible. Like him, like he shouldn't be held accountable for Dennis's actions. Like he's not his dad, but he platformed him, and he ignored all the bullshit that we kept screaming at him about. And he was like, I don't see what you're talking about. He even says it in this clip. He goes, I don't know what Def Noodles has done that's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me
now because his own audience is turning against him because of Def.
Yeah, but
they just got on him recently. His own audience got on him for having that gym guy on because they don't like him.
Oh, yeah, there's like an internal struggle, like a war going on in the H3 subreddit over Jimmy something, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy with the eyebrows.
Yeah. They're like mad about like he was bringing him on pretty regularly and they didn't agree with his like comedy. So they're like having to respond to that. And it's only a matter of time before they're going to pressure him to like distance himself from Def. I mean, they're already doing it on the subreddit.
Yeah, the
so
subreddit.
It's only a matter of time before it makes it to the chat and it can't be ignored anymore.
Right. It's getting to the point where he has to make a stance. And this whole clip here, this entire time frame that I'm going over right now, he doesn't make a stance. He just goes, well, he's a friend of mine, he's a homie, and I just wish the internet didn't bait him and he would let people bait him. And I'm like, nobody baited him. This is him acting this way for years. He's been doing this for years, Ethan. Nobody's baited him. Nobody got him into a conversation and made him say that stupid shit.
You know what, though? He's been doing it for years, but he hasn't been doing it like he's doing it now.
No, not like now. It was a lot more subtle back then.
Because I even told him. I told him under that one tweet, I'm like, look, you know what's happening? You were fake before. You were nothing but a facade. And now you're showing people what truly an asshole you are, and they don't know how to handle it. That's the problem.
Exactly. His mask is falling.
His true self.
Yeah, the mask is falling.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I don't think you guys were watching at all. I think you were watching, Xylee, when Jesse what the fuck? Why can't I think of her name?
Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica. Jessica called it. Jessica was writing in chat, and she's like, "I'm gonna get into the Deaf Noodles thing no matter what. I don't care if I don't have a ticket." Blah 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 blah. 13 minutes after that was said, Deaf Noodles put a tweet out saying, "Anyone who doesn't have a ticket will be turned away at the door."
Damn.
That's so funny.
It was a weird coincidence. I'm not saying Dennis was watching, but it's a weird coincidence that tweet came out 13 minutes after she said that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure.
gotta have Google alerts on for his ass, so like he gets these like little videos and
Well,
these like tweets from like random people and stuff. He has to.
Well, the thing
That or
is
people are
that
screen sharing.
well, the thing
or
is that
screen
you
recordings.
know how YouTube works, guys. If you tag a channel in their name, it gets popped into their notifications in the creator studio. So he knows that we're streaming this right now. So all I know is that the H3 subreddit's gonna eat this the fuck up.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Dennis, if you're watching, you tried it with Sandy Vagina Baby, but it didn't work.
I defended your ass hard on that, and I was like, "You and Steven are not fucking funny." You said Sandy vagina. What are you, 12-year-olds? That's an insult that I would use as a 12-year-old in middle school when I didn't know how to actually insult people.
They tried it. They tried it. I thought it was funny.
But
I laughed at it.
But Keemstar is right about the mass reporting thing. That is a problem on that subreddit. Like they literally admit it all the time.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
what they do.
And then they turn around and go, "Well, it's one person." No. It's a collection of the people inside of the subreddit that are the problem, and you haven't gotten rid of them. You haven't banned them.
They're
Right.
not going to. That's
Yeah.
that's their foot soldiers. Why was it?
That's what I was gonna say. Foot soldiers. Why would you get rid of your own people like that? Of course not.
Yeah,
It
dude,
benefits them to keep them around.
True. It's so cringe that they call themselves foot
But
soldiers.
see, you gotta think too. Those same foot soldiers are the same one that'll cancel Ethan if he doesn't walk the right way. So he really can't get rid of them because those are the same people that cancel him.
Right, and like an example is the when he had the caller that called in to discuss like homosexual love. I don't know how to better explain that, and they immediately
There
turned
was
on
the
him.
whole debate about power bottom.
Yeah, there was the power bottom and everything like that, and Ethan was so uninformed on that, and it's just saying wild shit, and the his whole community like blew the fuck up on him and started screaming at him.
Yep.
So that to me is the problem.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Of course, go back to bed.
All right, y'all.
I
Have a
can
good
hear
night,
the crickets
guys.
where you're at.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah,
This sounds like a
can
Colossal
too.
is Crazy stream where he's smoking cigarettes in like fucking Vietnam or something, and you can hear the crickets in the background.
Let's just put it this way. There is no light pollution. I can see every star in the sky.
That's actually beautiful.
That
That's
sounds awesome.
That's the thing I miss from back home because I used to grow up where Rich lives now, and if you go outside of Poughkeepsie and everything like that, it's beautiful. There's stars everywhere, and I miss that.
And if the wind hits it right, you smell the pig shit. If the wind hits another direction, you smell the cow shit.
Hey, at least you didn't live next to a maximum security prison where the inspiration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre was held before he died. That was a fun one.
Oh.
Fun little excerpt of my life where one of the guys broke out of prison there.
Oh, dear God. Okay, with that, y'all have a great night.
Yeah, have a great night, Xylee.
Peace out. Have a good one. Love you, Xylee.
Bye. Love you.
Tipster, I'm just gonna catch you up to speed. I don't know if you've watched this clip or not, because
No, I haven't watched
All
it
right.
at all.
I'll catch you up to speed. So, like I was stating before, Ethan basically goes on defense, and he's like, "Well, I'm not responsible for him. I don't agree with everything he's ever tweeted out. The shotgun thing was bad, but has he hurt anyone with these tweets?" And he says it in a generalization sense, not just this one instance, but they keep trying to keep it trapped in this situation. With the joking part with Papa Gut. They don't look back on any of the history on it. They just keep talking about that one thing because that's all they know. They're not informed at all. And Ethan's like, well, you know, he's not a bad guy. He's done nothing to hurt anyone. And you're like, I'm sitting here being like, how the fuck don't you know about anything that he's done?
Mm-hmm.
But you platform him and say that he has a case against Keemstar.
Well, he did the same thing with Britbong. Like when he platformed Britbong.
That was my point
in
before.
his little video.
Mhm.
Yeah. He platformed him, and then when people told him that, like, hey, this Britbong guy, he's not good people, like, you really shouldn't platform this guy, you should disavow, he never addressed it. He completely ignored it. Never addressed it at all.
That's what made me really, really, really never respect H3 again. like his level of content or like his character is when he platformed Britbong and all of you guys were like, Ethan, please just listen to us. Even Keemstar said, he's like, I reached out to Ethan and said, this guy is not the guy that you want to put on here. He's a doxer, he's a swatter, he's a harasser, he does all this awful shit. And that's the only reason why people were calling him out and trying to find out who he was so that they can get him arrested or like called out or reported to the police. And Ethan just ignored all of it, which, come on, man. Like, that is not good research. How don't you know that kind of stuff if you're going to bring on people like that? And this is the problem with him and Dennis. He doesn't look at Dennis's history at all. He just goes, yeah, he hates Keemstar, so that's enough for me. And I'm like, oh, come on. I thought you were smarter than this, dude. You know?
No, he literally will just suck off anybody who has a hatred for Keemstar like he does. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And the funny thing is, like, you know, Def Noodles, he has that active lawsuit with fucking Keemstar or whatever right now.
Right.
Which I mean, given recent circumstances, I'm pretty sure he's going to lose.
Yeah.
But, you know, Ethan's not going to be there for him when he loses. He's going to leave him high and dry. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What?
He's going to be like, what do you want me to do? Help you with the appeal? You lost. Like, the lawyers beat you. Like, everything is over. Like, you've lost this. Your credibilities in the shit are worse than before. Your actions have been nothing but condemnable. And then on top of that, you lost this lawsuit to the guy I hate the most. Mm-hmm. I genuinely don't think Ethan's going to talk about Def Noodles anymore in the future. That's how I'm kind of viewing this. If Dennis loses this case, you will never hear about him on the H3 podcast again, or in very little passing, you'll hear it.
Yeah, he'll try to sweep it under the rug, pretend like it, you know, he never associated with him or whatever.
Which is usually how he plays it out, you know. Mm-hmm. When something goes wrong with a creator buddy of his, he's like, I don't really know what you're talking about. I'm not really a part of this. Like with the, because the JonTron thing, they made up and they cleared the air and everything like that, and they're still friends. But it was still kind of weird that he did what he did to John, you know, back in the day.
Dude. That was so fucked. Like,
that was old school drama.
JonTron, like, he's such like a level-headed fucking dude. I feel like anybody else in that situation would have got pissed off, dude. Because like,
yeah.
I'll give you a perfect example. Like, let's say you're covering some controversy that I was involved in. And, like, if you wanted to bring me on and talk about it, like, yeah, sure, you know, that's fine. But if you're, like, being a dick like that, like, I'm going to fucking call you on it. Like, I'm not just going to sit there and fucking take it, you know?
Yeah,
dude,
no.
Like, okay, you want to cover this controversy, that's fine, dude. But why are you being such an asshole? Fuck you.
Exactly. This is the thing that not a lot of creators do is they don't give each other the benefit of the doubt. If there's a drama going on, right, you report on it. That's fine, but if you're not going to talk to that other person, like your example with Craig and everything, Craig doesn't want to talk to you, you're missing a massive part of the conversation and understanding what happened with that. Like, I know Craig did it in a douchebaggish way and all that stuff, but I'm using it as an example, right? Like, if you're going to be a dick about something and there's a situation going on and you want to talk to that person and they neglect to speak to you or they continue to talk behind their keyboard or whatever, you're never really going to have a conversation. Like, if I'm covering something about, like, let's say you cover something about me, like I fuck up in the future, I would hope that you would give me, like, respect when I come on to actually have a conversation. Like an example is that Rich wants me to moderate the interview between him and Def Noodles upcoming. Like I told you already. And
yeah, I talked about that on stream earlier too.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was funny because it's like I was telling my chat how like he had asked me to do it, and I'm like, Rich, I appreciate the opportunity, but honestly, if he finds out you're having me moderate, he's canceling. There's no way he's gonna do it.
Yeah, and I even said, because I had a suspicion Def Noodles was watching due to that tweet, I just said, listen, Dennis, I know I'm ragging on you in these streams and everything, but I haven't talked to you as a person. I've just seen your actions. If this thing with Rich happens, I'm going to have a conversation with you. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to be a dick. You know, same thing with the brony loving guy that went after that small channel that I helped get rid of the copyright strike. I was actually cordial to him. I brought up evidence that put him on the back heel, but I wasn't rude. You know what I mean? Like, why can't we act like that more? Like, nothing. It doesn't have to be like Flamenco versus Augie recently. It doesn't have to be that.
No. Yeah. I've always like tried to have a more level-headed approach to stuff like this,
Mhm.
because I think that you can have those conversations. I mean, they don't happen very often. Most people that are involved in drama, they're not interested in talking to anybody who's critical of them. But every once in a while, I've had the privilege of having some people on that
Yeah.
actually want to talk about this stuff, and they're really interesting conversations. Even if we don't agree at the end of it, it's still interesting to kind of hear their side.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to that conversation on Rich's stream.
Me too. I just went on for him finally getting back on the quantum train. I went on to his stream today. I ended mine and went over to his, and I was clearing a lot of air on things. I was keeping things concise because there was some information that may have been misconstrued. And I'm like, Rich, let me on. Let me just kind of like clear the air on a lot of shit. Also, Bunk, quit trying to gaslight me in my fucking chat. Def Noodles seems like a fine guy, to be honest. I've never been too critical of him. Shut up, Bunk. Shut the fuck up, Bunk.
You got a problem with my boy Bunk? I love Bunk.
This is the thing. I love Bunk, but I think me and Bunk, our association and our acquaintanceship is just me and him telling each other shut the fuck up. I love it. There's not many people that I have a relationship where I could just be like, Bunk, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Which speaking of that, since we're shitting on Bunk, I have a bone to pick with you, Bunk.
Bunk, come in the stream. Come in the stream,
Why
Bunk.
in the fuck are you sliding into the DMs of my goth mommy, Bunk?
Bunk, what are you doing? Which one?
What are you doing, Bunk?
Which one?
Oh, the one.
Oh, the one.
Yeah.
Hey, Bunk, we're in Xylee's Discord right now. You need to join and defend yourself against Tipster right now.
What are you doing? What are you doing with my goth mommy, bro?
He's trying to collect them all.
I mean, obviously, I'm just fucking joking or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I've heard they
no.
talked or whatever, but like, no, it's just fucking me.
Nah, bro. I want Bunk to come in here and fucking defend his ass.
Yeah, explain yourself, sir.
Explain yourself, Bunk. Explain yourself, Bunk.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, Classy. I know you did the right thing. I'm not saying you did anything wrong in retrospect. Just I wanted to be on there to kind of like steer Rich into the right direction, more or less. But Bunk, I know you're fucking still in here somewhere. I don't see you on Discord, but I fucking goddamn know you're watching right now. You short little fuck. Get on the stream. I asked Bunk and Smaggle if I could moderate an argument with them over a Minecraft beef, but Smaggle declined. I'm very upset. It would have been great content. The last time Smaggle was on my stream, he dropped the F word immediately about Bunk and then left.
Yeah. Speaking of like, while you were on Rich's stream, I actually I had Minxie on earlier to talk about the quantum spurg out in the comments.
Yeah.
Shout out to Minxie.
Minxie's great. She's gonna be on Rich's stream with Gara and me tomorrow, so we could talk about like the bait and everything like that and what happened in the comments more in depth because Rich is curious as well. So Minxie's gonna tread what she already talked about with you with Rich, because Rich is pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, it was good having her on. I think that's the first time I've ever like talked to her, other than like briefly while I was on your streams or whatever, and she was on. So she's good people.
Yeah, she's good. Her and Gara are good people. Gara was the first creator I ever reached out to.
She got embarrassed on one of my recent streams because like I did the whole like joking about her being a candidate for goth mommy, and she said no. She had, if I remember correctly, she had someone, because I guess she was hanging out in Discord watching the stream, and she had someone who was in the call with her relay a message about how she's not a goth mommy, she's more of like the hot librarian type, and I was like, hey, I can settle for a hot librarian. I like hot librarians, something like that.
He still used they and them. Wait, what? Binksy, what the fuck does that even mean? What?
They and them is gender neutral. That's what I was always taught. Not only that, but they and them is also not exclusive to gender.
He was butthurt. I turned him down.
Damn.
Not a goth mommy.
Jesus. Man, most ladies would kill for a chance with the tip, but not Minxie.
No, Minxie's too strong-willed. Minxie's too strong-willed. All right. What is it? I want to continue on because this is almost done, really. If you want to stick around for this, I'm just going to stream it to this. Because this to me is kind of like important that Ethan is just ignoring everything. in my
Right.
opinion.
Let me hop into your live.
Yeah, if you can hear it, let me know, because sometimes it doesn't work.
All right, go ahead and try it and let's see.
Yeah, that was fucked up. That was.
Yeah, I
that
don't
was
hear shit.
That's what I'm saying. I wish.
Fuck. And there's no caps. There's no captions or anything. Fuck. I hate this shit. Why is my
Does it because I noticed your desktop sharing, if you share the window, it'll do the audio every time.
if you share the window? Yeah, because that's one.
Yeah, there's an option where you can share the screen or you can share the window. And if you specifically share the window that you're watching the video, it'll work with audio every time.
Application window.
That's the one.
All right. How about this?
He doesn't have to get baited into.
Can you hear him?
No, I still don't hear him. What the fuck is up with your shit? Are you on Windows 11?
Yeah.
Dude, Windows 11?
I need
fucks
to get rid of it.
everyone.
I need to get rid of it.
Have you seen the shit that Diorio's been dealing with Windows 11?
Diorio went on a fucking rant from what I heard about it.
Because like it just like it'll randomly fuck up his mic to where like it sounds like he's in a wind tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
My mic peaks randomly for no reason. Windows 11 is dog shit, but I can keep you the play-by-play because it's honestly just aggravating.
Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and I'll dip out because I don't want to derail
Yeah.
your show or anything.
Nah,
but
dude,
I'll be lurking for sure.
All right, cool, man.
All right, peace out, buddy.
Peace,
Thanks for having me
man.
on.
Of course, dude, all the time. All right, thank you, Tipster, for coming on. Thank you, Xylee and Keemstar. Appreciate it. Where was I with this thing? Oh, yeah, telling H3's fucking crony that she's not getting any of the timeline correct. This is the problem that we're facing here, guys. This is the problem that we're facing here. Is that their team... You would think a team of people would know potentially Dennis's history, but they never have done the research into Dennis, and nor have they listened to any of the commentary community because they don't respect them and they don't want to hear from them because they've been, quote, mean to him. So, let's continue on.
I'm a pedo, or you just say he looks
He
like a
said,
pedo?
I think he said he looks like a pedo, and then he got into
That's not what happened at all. He said motherfucker got famous on TikTok for quote unquote joking about fucking a little girl or something along those lines, and he put it in quotations. He says motherfucker looks like a pedophile. That's the thing, Ethan, is that you're missing the context. You think somebody who understands sentence structure would be able to tell that part, but no, you don't. That's the problem, Ethan, is that your team doesn't know shit. They don't know shit about the situation. If you were more informed on this, you would make a more educated response to this. But this is the problem about a live stream, especially if you don't do research beforehand or at least understand where everyone's criticism is coming from, Ethan. The situation with Papa Gut is ridiculous. It was a ridiculous tweet that came out. And every single situation was... Everything that happened after that, before and after that, was a complete fucking shit show. And your team doesn't fucking know that.
kind of what was spiraled out of control, because he's like, I was joking that he looked like a pedo, which, for the record, is a huge difference. You can say someone looks like a pedo is not the same as saying someone is a pedo.
Ethan, he put the word joking in quotations. That's the issue that we're facing here. If he just said that, then whatever, but he put the implication in with those quotes that he actually was insinuating that Papa Gut was a potential pedophile. Ethan, do you not understand the situation that happened? Were you not watching the Twitter space at all? Like, what were you doing? I get that was one of the biggest moments in internet history that you missed the fuck out on. Aren't you supposed to be connected to YouTube's lifeblood and the history of it? That's your problem, Ethan. You've lost touch. You've lost touch with the internet. You've lost touch with YouTube. You've lost touch with valid criticism.
Obviously, right? And get no swirls in chat, guys. Now's not the time for swirls, okay? I'm already on the edge with these conspiracy theorists.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that there's a conspiracy theory going around that some people on a random subreddit thinks that H3 is supporting pedos or something. I don't know. It's something that Alex Jones level fucking dumbasses would believe in. I don't believe in it, Ethan. I'm not siding with them. I'm just saying it's fucking stupid that you guys even had to deal with that in the first place. I'll be real.
No fucking squirrels. He sold a t-shirt with Papa Gut crying. Yeah, it's tasteless, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the internet, you guys.
Ethan, do you understand the context as to why Papa Gut was crying? It wasn't the joke that made him cry. I don't want to fucking put words in Papa Gut's mouth, but the situation being is that he loves his wife so much, and his wife went something so fucking traumatic, and Papa Gut goes after these kinds of people that are fucking predators on the internet and has conversations with these people. Ethan, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Why are you commenting on it in general? I know the chat is pressuring you to talk about it, but you don't fucking know why the t-shirt was made in the first place, or the context as to why Papa Gut was crying. I don't understand what you're doing here. How are you commenting on the situation in its entirety, in general, in my opinion, in general, even like through Spark Notes, and not understand the basic fucking shit? How don't you get it?
I'm saying it's fully in your right to not like him, to not watch him, to say he's cringe.
That's not the argument. That's never been the argument about Deaf Noodles, Ethan.
Whatever. But, just remember that, you know. But he said, did he ever say he was a pedo, or did he just say he looked like a pedo? That's a big difference.
I don't honestly know.
Then why the fuck are you making it sound like Dennis didn't do anything wrong if you don't fucking know the situation that happened? Chat, am I crazy saying that? Am I crazy? That the H3 team had no idea what the fuck was going on, and they're just bullshitting this whole segment right now? Am I crazy? I want to hear it. Like, one's in the chat if you think I'm not crazy. Two's in the chat if you think I'm crazy. I want to know. Why are they commenting on this if they have no fucking research to the situation at all? Holy fuck. Ethan. Why are you commenting on this like this? How are you this misinformed on a situation that your friend is going through? And then commenting on this shit and saying, oh, it's no idea. You know, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. He didn't hurt anyone. I don't think they're playing dumb. I think they genuinely have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Genuinely have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
I'm not up to date on the situation.
Then why are you commenting on it?
It's gone.
It's hard. Like, every interaction I've ever had with him was lovely. He was always really kind, and he's always been supportive. Then I've just been checked out, but people keep spamming the chat, my chat, whenever I go live on Instagram, wherever it is, or in my comment section. Probably all of us comment on Def.
The subreddit is totally saturated with it.
And now he admits that the fucking... Oh, what's up, Griffin Gaming? Kristen Nark. Ethan got upset that people were fat-shaming him when he was fat-shaming... Yeah, I know. He fat-shamed Nicholas Diorio, and Turkey Tom steals... And I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck if Tom gets mad at me for saying this. Tom stole that fucking photo from Nerdy John, posted it with no context. That gets viral. Everyone's making fun of it. And then H3 goes, hey, you're just making fun of me. Bro, how the absolute fuck do you crack a joke on someone else being fat, and then when people just post a photo of you and say nothing, you go, oh, they're fat shaming me? What is this? What is this? How the fuck do you have a channel like this, dude? How are you this misinformed on the Def Noodle situation and make these kinds of statements that are so misinformed? I'm doing this live and I know more than you. How? How does somebody that barely has 3,000 fucking subscribers know more about a guy that you're fucking friends with? What is happening? What is happening? I hate this timeline. I hate this time. Can we go back to the timeline where Ethan was the hero of copyright? Can we go back to that? I'm begging everybody. Can we just go back to that? Can we go back to the old school days, please? I'm over it. I'm over this new YouTube. I'm over this. Griffin, that's a tough fucking statement that you just said. Griffin, that is a tough fucking statement that you just said. That is a tough one. You're saying that DSP looks smart compared to Ethan? Bro, that's a tough one. At least Ethan hasn't jerked off with his camera still on. You know? So, there's something about LA, the people that live in LA that make content. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. There's something about the LA water for content creators is absolutely crazy. I just can't get behind it.
At the end of the day, I mean, I can't speak for you, but he doesn't work here, you know? Like, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I like him. He's gone too far. You know, as a friend, it's like you should
literally
reel it in.
tag the FBI. People keep saying. I mean, that's a joke.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Guys, the H3 crew. This is this is a love letter to you right now. This is me being like not fucking crazy for a second. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. You put Dennis, not you, Dennis. Let me break it down for you guys real quick. Dennis tweeted out that joke about Papa Gut. He put the word joking in quotations and then tagged the LAPD, not the LAPD, the LA FBI office underneath that tag. Guys, I get that Dennis was trying to be edgy, funny, but when you put that in quotations to allege or to say potentially that this person looks and is a pedophile, I'm totally for shitty fucking jokes. I'm totally for like edgy jokes. I don't give a fuck. The problem is that Dennis doesn't know how to deliver jokes and it sounds serious on Twitter. And when he tweets that out and tags the fucking FBI office in LA, it's not a good look. It's not a joke. It's not a good look. It makes him look like an asshole, which, case in point, ended up becoming the Twitter space that we all know and fucking love, which single-handedly was the shittiest thing that the internet has ever seen in its entire life. So the H3 crew, you need more research done when talking about actual situations involving drama from here on out. I don't understand how you even brought this up in the first place without looking into it more in depth. It's literally, I'm like frustrated. I'm like genuinely frustrated by the amount of stupidity that I'm hearing right now. They really just don't want to do the research as to why Dennis is potentially an issue. They just want to assume, oh, but he's a good guy. We had cordial conversations with him. How don't you know anything about him clipping Nicholas Diorio out of context, saying that Augie was flirting with fascist ideals? On top of that, getting the James Charles allegations wrongs. saying that Keemstar potentially is a predator and abused his baby mom at the time. What are the other things that he's fucking done? Lied about his age for years now. There's a lot of fucking things that Dennis has done that is not fucking good. Like, the age thing is just funny. Like, it's nothing serious. It's just funny. It's stupid that he did that in the first place. But all those tweets, all those videos that he made, all those stories, you know, calling out David Dobrik, breaking stories, but he says it's all based in satire and rooted in satire and jokes, but it's not really. I don't understand how the H3 crew did not have anything prepared for this. Because I knew that they were going to have to talk about this eventually. They listened to their subreddit. This is the mistake that the H3 podcast does. They listen to their subreddit. You're going to listen to Reddit? You're going to listen to Reddit. Reddit. The fucking website that constantly changes its mind on a dime. That has communities of fucking psychos running around. Why are you listening to Reddit or your chat? Why aren't you researching it yourselves? Why aren't you looking into it? You have a whole team of people. I am one fucking person, and I know more about Dennis than you guys. How the fuck is that possible? How is that possible? In what grand scheme of things am I more informed than the H3 crew on the Dennis situation, both present and past? How? Fucking listening to Reddit. What kind of goddamn idiots listen to Reddit? Holy fuck.
Good, man. Like, it's a dumb joke.
Saying you look like a pedo and tagging the FBI, that's not like...
On Twitter, that's not that serious.
Yeah, it's...
I'm just going to repeat my point again, because apparently I'm just talking in fucking circles here, because I'm not actually having a conversation with somebody. You do realize that the word joking was put in quotations, right? I know that's that's like an autistic detail to fucking zero in on. But the implication of the tweet and the optics of the tweet was not good. You are ignoring that fact and just saying, oh, it was just a joke. I don't understand what the H3 crew thinks that they're getting out of this.
Just saying. Well, obviously, yeah.
Again, I don't know if there's other stuff, but everybody's saying he tagged the FBI. Who gives a shit? That's like, you tag people as a joke on Twitter all the time.
Dan looks, to be real, can I be honest about something? About one person on the H3 team that I feel genuinely sorry for. I actually feel sorry for him. Dan. Dan holds this show together. And I feel horrible that he just has to, like, look at it. Like, I can't tell if it's just where I paused, but there's so much more information that they're not getting, and they're just reading the chat and getting the info from the fucking chat. I feel bad for Dan that he has to relay what the chat is saying to Ethan, and Ethan has to respond to the chat that way. And Dan, I feel like Dan doesn't, I feel like Dan wants to know more. He wants to dig more and all this stuff. But that's not how the show works. They don't do deep dive investigations on shit. They did the content court thing, and that was a fucking flop. So, like, oh, God have mercy, guys. You're getting this whole story wrong.
People are saying he said he looks like one.
That's
right,
not.
That was what I had heard, is that he looks like
incorrect.
One.
I mean, the tweet that got it all started, was you look like a pedo.
Wrong. The tweet that got started is when a rando told Def Noodles when he was arguing with somebody that, hey, Papa Gut owns you from that debate. Def Noodles got mad at a random fucking Twitter account and decided to go after Papa Gut. And put the word joking in quotations to imply that he is a maybe pedophile. How don't you fucking know this? How don't you know this? This is the problem that I have. My hat is fucking, it's starting to squeeze my brain. This is the issue I have with the H3 podcast. They are so disconnected from what's going on in YouTube. So disconnected from what's going on YouTube that it's frustrating to watch, especially with something like this that it's not even a joke. I'm saying this unironically, no joke to everybody here. This situation brought the commentary community back together. Channels that fucking don't want to associate with each other, people that have beefs with each other, people that have said things about each other, people that have disagreed on things. This brought the whole YouTube community together because everyone's on the same page that Dennis's tweet and Dennis's fucking way of doing things is dog shit and needs to be called out. How aren't you on this page? How isn't the H3 team at least understanding where people are coming from instead of just reading the fucking chat and getting their info live? How? This has been going on for days, guys. For fucking days.
Oh, I think. Here, let's see. Let's get to the... Okay, now we're in it, so let's just fucking look into this.
Oh, boy. Do we have to?
No, we're in it.
Get out of here.
Here is the tweet in question.
Jordan has got this shit ready.
Shut up and fucking get to it.
Bro. Yeah, I'm just saying, Dennis, if you're watching, this is what happened to Jordan, okay? He gets...
Even journos hating, even YouTuber hating journos were calling his ass out and his bullshit with the rest of YouTube community. It was nuts to see. Isn't that wild? Can we all think about that? Taylor Lorenz was on the YouTube community, the YouTube commentary side. Taylor fucking Lorenz. How does nobody see that as like the most uniting force is how stupid Dennis is? Am I the only one that fucking sees how crazy that is? Also, the sex bots are here. Mods ban that. Get rid of that shit. If any of you actually click that link, I'm gonna be pissed. But Tipster's right. Isn't that fucking crazy? People who literally hate each other came together for this situation. And how doesn't H3 and his team know what the fuck is going on? How? Explain to me.
Too lost in the sauce, man.
Delete the hateful tweet in question.
Def Noodles accuses Papa Gut of being a pedo over an old joke he made years ago and has since apologized for. It's getting pretty intense between them. Here's some of Papa's responses.
They're not even reading the right fucking tweet, but okay.
So he did say that? I guess I need the source footage. This is a whole fucking quagmire, bro.
Papa's
that I don't really want to get into.
Exactly. We're not prepared to talk about it. None of us have really been paying attention to it.
How haven't you been? Aren't you a podcast that covers topics involving content, people, all these things? How haven't you been looking into this while your subreddit is screaming at you to look at it? Your own chat is saying you're not correct, or they're trying to give you information and you're just making up shit as you go. Why are you listening to the chat? Why can't you say, listen? When the chat started asking you that shit and telling you that shit, saying, hey, we don't know a lot. We're moving past this. We'll talk about it on another stream when we're more informed. Why did it have to take up until now for that to happen? If my chat was spamming me with shit involving a live situation that I wasn't aware of, do you think that I'm immediately going to start creating narratives and saying, oh, well, you know, we don't know. It was just him joking. And now that they're being confronted with the evidence, or at least something, they go, you know what? We don't want to talk about it. There's not enough. We don't know anything. Why the fuck did you comment on it in the first place? Grow some balls and ignore your chat and subreddit. Grow some fucking balls. fuck. Come on, Ethan.
It's like
It's just
you're getting
petty.
baited right now by the trolls.
Getting baited by the trolls. It's not like isn't that a members only chat? Because I know it was a members only chat. Did anyone watch this live stream? I had it pulled up during Rich's live stream while I was talking to him. That was a members only chat. The majority of them are actually H3 fans that have paid money to be a part of the members only chat. Now I know Nicholas Diorio is a member and all that bullshit, but think about the optics of that. This entire thing, his fans are trying to tell him, hey, this thing that Dennis did isn't good. You guys need to look into it. They go, well, Dennis is a friend. He's a homie. He's this. He's that. He was just joking. Once they get some form of source material, they look at it and go, you know what? This is a quagmire. This is you know, we don't know a lot about this. But Ethan made multiple comments saying that, he was joking. He hasn't hurt anyone with his tweets. He hasn't done anything wrong. The T-shirts, it's just the internet. How am I about to give advice to somebody that I looked up to? How am I going to do it? Let's fucking try. Ethan, my advice to you and your team, coming from me, which is fucking pathetic that I have to do that. I looked up to you, dude. I really, really, really looked up to you, just like a lot of these fucking content creators that came up nowadays. We all respected you. This is the problem that we're facing with you right now. You don't get things prepared. You read off of a script. You let the chat dictate the show. You let the subreddit dictate your own channel. Fuck the subreddit. Fuck the chat. Grow some balls and tell these people to fuck themselves and say, hey, we don't have all the info right now. I'm not going to make a comment on it. We'll do it on another stream. This could have saved you a fuck ton, metric fuck ton of shit. How am I more prepared than a team of people and a man who has collectively millions of subscribers, that has been known on the platform for years, that has been on the pulse of YouTube's community for years? This is the problem when somebody becomes disconnected from the community, or just, I don't know what's up with him. But come on, guys. The situation with Dennis is a lot more than just he made a joke. There's an entire history of Dennis. So please, I know I was fucking mean to you guys and saying, what the fuck are you on? And you're incorrect and everything. But I'm giving you, I'm actually begging you guys here. Look into it. Look into the history of Dennis and actually understand why people are mad at him and why this tweet was a problem. I'm begging you here.
You're doing a Dennis.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding, obviously.
I said what I wanted. I said what I wanted to say.
Out of all this, the real
You didn't say anything, Ethan. You didn't say a goddamn thing.
tragedy is we're talking about it. We didn't even put it in the thumbnail.
God.
We didn't even put it in the title.
You think people would click for that?
Do you think people will click if we put him in there? Yes, Ethan, because everyone wants what you think of this. Your whole subreddit is demanding answers. Your chat is demanding answers. There are people who believe that your association with him means that you sign off on these things. I'm not saying that you're responsible for him, but shouldn't you at least say, hey, you know what? We've collabed with this guy. We worked with this guy. We've platformed this guy. Maybe we should look into this situation more in depth instead of just speaking out your fucking ass. And then when you get confronted with some form of here are the tweets from Papa Gut, and go, this is a quagmire. This is we don't know enough. Why the fuck are you talking about it? Why are you letting your chat dictate your fucking show? I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not going to be nice here. If you try to dictate how the show is going to me, I'm not going to listen to you. I'll talk to you. I'll engage with you. But if you try to dictate how my show's going, like these guys, I'm going to ignore you. I'm not going to pay attention to you. I'm not going to have a conversation with you. Shocker, right? I don't fucking care if that makes people upset. But this is my channel. This is their channel. Why are they allowing the chat to dictate things? That might be rude for me to say as a streamer who's thankful for everybody that watches and chats and donates and everything. But you, like, this is the channel that I'm making. If you want to come and watch, you come and watch, you come and chat. I'll talk to you, everything. But if you try to dictate the way that the H3 fucking chat dictates, you're not going to get anywhere. I don't understand why they allow their chat to dictate everything. Why do they allow the subreddit to dictate what they talk about? Why do they allow the chat to dictate anything? Why do they pay attention to it in general? Most streamers do not pay attention to their chat outside of once in a couple of fucking looks and go, oh, that's funny. Let me read that out loud. Oh, that's a good point. Let me read that out loud. Instead, they decide to listen to every fucking thing the chat says and then dictate the stream around it.
They've been harassing us
Downplaying
for
this.
it.
We're downplaying this, guys.
Dude, someone.
This is why I said I don't want to talk about it. There's already weirdos in the chat that are like flipping out.
Yeah, this.
I'm not saying you're downplaying it. I would say that you are woefully misinformed on the situation, shouldn't have brought it up in the first place, and actually built a case for this and talked about it in a more concise manner. But then you get mad that people are like, hey, we've been waiting for you to talk about this. You're finally talking about it, but now you don't want to talk about it after being confronted with evidence.
This is why I avoided talking about it, because it's like, it's a lose-lose, right?
How is it a
No matter
lose-lose?
what I say.
In what context is it a lose-lose? Sure. It's annoying for you to address what another creator's doing. But you also have a sway on Dennis to help him. I can't believe this is the H3 that I looked up to, man. Every time I look at him and these kind of conversations.
I'll read the chat.
Somebody's gonna have something to say about it.
Fuck off.
You're a weirdo, bro.
But to be honest,
Get banned, bitch.
Dan's banning people. Who'd you ban?
Somebody who said I'm the fucking worst.
Oh, you got banned by Dan.
Bye bye.
Petty. Why? Who cares what the fuck the chat's saying?
Wham.
One day.
Who did you ban before that was funny?
Rich Lux.
Oh yeah, he's in the fucking nether realm with.
You banned Rich Lux? When did they do that? Why would you ban Rich? What is the point of banning Rich? What? When did they ban Rich Lux? Tipster, when the fuck did they ban Rich Lux? What?
Rich Lux.
I've essentially been banned from Twitter.
Look, guys, at the end of the day, don't quote me on that. I don't know. And it is what it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? What the fuck you want from me?
And that's that.
That's the reason why they banned him. Because he was criticizing Ethan during the power bottom conversation. That's why they banned him, because Rich was criticizing him and wanted to call in or some bullshit like that. Why are you going to ban a man like that who's criticizing you with actual points and you ban him? Rich probably had some really good fucking points for you to have. I believe it was during the alt-right comments from Def. Holy fuck, my God, have mercy. Why are you banning Rich? What is the point of banning Rich? What is the point of banning Rich?
The last thing I said is I don't want to talk about it because I don't know. What the fuck? Leave me alone, dude.
Exactly. It's just like
I want
if you want to be really mad about it on the internet, go ahead.
Oh, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm mad at Dennis because he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. I'm more disappointed in this team of people that know Dennis on a personal and creator level, that have platformed him multiple times, that have brought him onto their streams multiple times, that have endorsed him multiple times during the worst shit he's done. And you guys won't look into why, potentially, people are asking you to not associate with him. That's what I'm disappointed in. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed in you guys.
It's not. He doesn't work here. He goes
Yeah,
to a different,
he
he
doesn't
goes to a
work
different
here.
school, man.
He does, I got nothing to do with the guy. I mean, we're friendly. We're friends.
I get it, Ethan. I do.
Can we talk?
I get it, Ethan. I do. But this is a major situation that's happening on YouTube. Don't you want to be a part of the conversation on YouTube, Ethan? Isn't that what your whole podcast is about? Is talking about relevant topics, talking about situations on YouTube, talking about current events. Wouldn't you want to know this? Being a topic-based podcast? Am I fucking crazy saying that? Am I fucking crazy expecting that from a fucking topical podcast? To know the shit that that is going on right now? And Mixie's right. You said he's your friend, so they want you to comment on Dev Noodles losing his mind. You've literally said we're homies. He's a homie. I don't know why I'm expecting stuff from the H3 podcast. I don't know why I'm expecting any level of effort to go into the H3 podcast anymore. After Frenemies, even before Frenemies, not good. Frenemies hit, super fucking awesome. Complete shit show. I love shit shows. Everyone loves a good shit show. After that, it's been a fucking disaster.
Talk about like the political and
Yes.
economic state of the world right now.
Thank
Can we
you.
talk about what's
Why the fuck does anyone want to hear your political takes, Ethan? You're not going into politics. I'm begging you to stop doing the political stuff. It's just not your bag. It's not your bag.
going on with the environment. Can we talk about
Yes.
other things?
Thank you.
You are a topical fucking podcast about the internet in the world. Hey,
You look like you want to say something, AB.
No, I was just say a good summary of the chat. Not all of them, but some of them is earlier. Someone named Morgan Smith said, "AB, how dare you let Jimmy make camel jokes?" Like, girl, your name's Morgan Smith. Chill the fuck out.
how is that funny? In any retrospect, please explain to me. I want to know. I want to know how that's funny. I want to know how that's funny.
Morgan Smith, white ass.
Yeah, please, please.
Most people are upset he's getting so angry and yelling at fans saying we're all fake. Watch his 2 newest videos. Yeah, I mean, that shit sucks. I wish he wasn't doing that.
Holy shit, Ethan, you actually said something.
Is he really? Hang on, I just want to peek at his channel real fast. I'm not going to watch.
Let me peek at his channel, but I'm not going to watch what's going on.
Anything. I'm not going to get baited.
You're not getting baited. The fans that actually are fucking concerned are telling you what's going on. Don't listen to the chat like I said, but fuck, man, at least know what the fuck is going on.
I just want to see. He said watch his last 2 videos. I just want to look at the title and thumbnail.
Here we are, a juggle.
Let's see.
Oh god, he pulled up the Juggalo Fest video. Who fucking
Addressing
cares?
the tweets that got me canceled, addressing the new allegations, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't say much, does it?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. This has been the most frustrating thing I've seen. I've seen a lot of shit from the H3 podcast that frustrates me, but this to me is the most frustrating shit I've ever seen in my life. Like I had to deal with talking about fucking Quantum to Rich. I need to fucking the H3 not doing any research into why Def Noodles is doing these things. He just looks at the title and goes, "It's it's what it is." The Juggalo Fest video is his autoplay. Okay, Bruce, thank you for clearing that up. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Like, Dennis, get your shit together. Stop acting like Ethan Ralph. I'm begging you, just stop acting like Ethan. The more you act like Ethan Ralph, the more of a lolcow you'll become. You're not being baited into responding to people. You're not being baited at all. You're being criticized. Yes, there are people trolling you. Oh my God, there are people trolling you. Who the fuck cares? Listen to the actual criticism that we have. And to you, Ethan, do the research of the situation at hand with a friend of yours that's going through some shit. I'm done. Like, H3. I'm disappointed in you. Again. For like the billionth fucking time. He's not even subscribed to Dennis's channel. Maybe on this account. Maybe he's subscribed on the main H3 account. But it's just funny that the podcast isn't subscribed there. Guys, thank you for coming out tonight. I want to say thank you to Keemstar, Xylee, Tipster, everyone that came out today. Again, thank you, Rich, for allowing me to clear the air on a lot of things involving the quantum situation. I'll be on Rich's stream tomorrow with Minxie and Gara. Make sure you guys tune into that. That really is. I'm very excited about that, to talk about, the situation. I will keep you guys informed on the meme video I'm working on for the final Quantum TV video. Then I hopefully will never have to make another one. This one's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be an expose. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. I appreciate everyone that came here today. Thank you, Bruce, for coming by the chat. Thank you, Minxie, Gara. Again, Keemstar, Xylee, Tipster. I appreciate the Tipster raid from the fans. Hopefully by the next week we'll be at 3K. Hopefully by next week we'll be at 3K. So thank you, everybody that came by. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And Dennis, get your fucking shit together, or else I have to keep yelling at you like a fucking dad.